So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video, and today we're going to be doing Halo Reach's campaign. Now, for context, very quickly, we are going to be going through each and every single Halo game. Yes, each and every single mainstream Halo game, that's 1 through 6. We are not going to be doing it with the Halo 3 ODST, because I'm not a masochist. I am a masochist, but not on that level. Anyway, we're going to be just going over all of this. Now, I will warn you in advance that the audio is quite choppy, so I'm going to try to explain this game a little bit. But first, I'm really just going to want to go over the overall gameplay, how the game goes, what happens. Now, I will warn you, there are massive spoilers for the game ahead, and if you have not played the game and you know much about the game, I highly recommend you go play this game. Master Chief Collection is like free on Game Pass, I believe, so you should really check it out. Otherwise, let's get into it. It opens up to a beautiful, positively beautiful shot of Reach, the now glassed and positively destroyed planet that was probably the second or the most populated planet for humanity that the Covenant absolutely destroyed. This is a beautiful scene, describing multiple ways about how I feel about Reach. It just describes war and loss, and it's a beautifully written story altogether. But anyway, we go to the title card, Reach. This game, truthfully, is just so good. I don't think many campaigns can top this game. But anyway, we go to our character, who is just reminiscing about some shit, I don't know. But we get out of the Warthog and then meet the team. We got Carter talking to the boss. We got Emily. We got June outside the helicopter. We skate to the chopper. And then we got Kat. And then we got George. Like, this the new Noble 6. Remember these guys' names because they are your teammates till the end. Anyway, we deploy and Carter essentially talks to us going, so I've read all about you. Glad to have you here, but no lone wolf shit. And so we go, yeah. No, probably not because of all the shit that happens towards the end. But anyway, the first mission starts and opens with Carter and us riding towards the objective, telling us that there was a military-grade beacon that went off and that they're thinking it's rebels, but we should still go investigate. So we go and investigate, and we find an exploded Warthog and the beacon. Emily picks it up, and like a badass, with both of their backs turned, he just picks it up and yeets it over to Kat, and somehow she catches it with basically her back turned. This is just true Spartan awesomeness. But there are no soldiers, and there's a ton of blood. And Emily's like, could have been the Covenant. No, it couldn't be the Covenant. The Covenant are here. They can't be on Reach. Well, guess what it was? The Covenant. Yeah. But anyway, we go and find some farmers who tell us that their neighbors are basically screaming, shooting, and all that wild stuff, being horrible neighbors. And then it ended at sunrise. Thank God. So we go over to investigate, and we find, a lot of death. Yeah, we're gonna blur like all this out. Sorry, boys, but I'm not trying to get done by YouTube. So yeah, please, this is all blurred. Then we go outside, and then we see that there's some mysterious movement on our radar. Kind of reminds me of the Flood. But we also find a bunch of Covenant everywhere. So we basically just shoot at the place and kill all the Covenant possible. George is kind of upset that the Covenant are here, to which Emily replies with, "Yo, big dog, don't worry about it, because this place just turned to a free fire zone. Kill them all." You know? Anyway, it's like Pokemon off-brand. Gotta kill them all, you know? Anyway, so we get onto a car to go drive around, kind of patrol, get rid of all the Covenant, and George just gets on it, and he is the fucking turret. He is the turret. Guys just built different. Anyway, we go and escort or help out some Marines who were trapped, and then the helicopter arrives, which I thought was meant for them, but apparently it's meant for us. So we get on. Carter has a hemorrhage or something like that. And then we go all the way to the Oni sword base, or at least one of them. Not sword base itself, but an Oni base. We go here to just get inside the relay outpost to reestablish connection with the UNSC fleet whilst defending Cat and Emil, so that way we can actually get in. So after defeating like a ton of Covenant, we eventually open the door, and George for some reason bugs out and never comes in, just stuck outside the door. Sorry George, I love you buddy, but you need to improve that AI. Anyway, we get inside, and we find the regrettably now deceased scientist dude. The now deceased scientist has an important item, and we find his daughter. His daughter's kind of freaking out, and then the Covenant come out of nowhere and start slicing and dicing. This is probably the second best scene in all of Reach. So we had to go in, and we had to go clear out the hole. So we go with George, and we cleared out the entirety of the hole in order to get the Zealots. We killed 2 of the Zealots. The third one got away because he's a bitch boy. But the third one got away, and we took care of 2 of the Zealots. I absolutely f***ed on him. And then Carter is talking to Cat back over here. Like, so how long till it gets back operational? Oh, 2 weeks. At the least, plasma damage. But I'm going to get you a direct link to the commander so you can tell him what the f*** is going on. Oh, okay, cool. So now that we know what's going on, he opens the thing, and he talks to the guy about winter contingency plan, the governor on the planet. So yeah, big bad news, very big bad news. This also comes to help later with Halsey, because she's a bitch. Anyway, now we are going to the next mission. The next mission is very much a good mission. Kind of. I like this mission, but it's kind of bland, so we'll go over it pretty quickly. Essentially, we gotta go to sword base, we gotta clear all the guys, we gotta go around, turn on a giant fucking minigun. And we also have to reestablish communications against a Corvette's worth of Covenant. Yeah, no, the Covenant were just menaces back in this time frame, bro. Like, God, they're helpless here. So we had to turn on the minigun, as I said, or the anti-air gun. Had to reestablish connection with the UNSC fleet. And then we are called back to the sword base, where we kill 2 hunters and get inside the actual base, where we have to kill off ton of Covenant again, and we get inside the building after killing like a ton of Covenant, and we had to shoot down a bunch of like I don't know what you would call it, like banshees and stuff. Yeah, it's just all in all great time, fun times. So we just blow a bunch of things out of the sky, and these 2 like sword things, I think they're called, go over and mark the Corvette, and once they get away, boom. Yep, Corvette down, big boom. Congratulations, we semi got a dub. But it's all ended whenever Halsey calls us over, and we're like, okay, so we go over, and is it just me, or is she like the coldest mother to George? I feel sorry for George, he must have had a horrible upbringing. Anyway, so we talk to Halsey, and she just tells Kat that she could be like court-martialed essentially for tapping into the thing that the scientist had, and Carter's, being the guy he is, just stands up for her, going, yeah, Mayor, how'd you like to join her, because winter contingency is happening, and since you're technically a citizen, you interfering could prevent you in prison for the rest of your life, too. Are you threatening me? Yeah, essentially. That's essentially how that entire conversation went down. She now officially hates Carter, I believe. Probably not, I don't know. Anyway, she tells us, okay, fine, go do your own thing, and we leave. Start the next mission! This next mission definitely is my favorite out of the entire series, other than the final one on this, game Reach, because it reminds me of the Oni Ops that Spartan's going to. If you don't know, Noble 6 was part of those Oni Ops, and one of the reasons why he was so successful is because, other than the Master Chief, he's the only person classified by Halsey to have the rating of hyper lethal. So he's kind of on par with Master Chief, but Master Chief is still Slam. Anyway, this kind of reminds me of those operations, because they're essentially like impossible missions that like 2 Spartans go on, and with like a 5% success chance. truthfully, it's an amazing mission all around. And they give you like 56 rounds and a sniper that can one-tap elites to the head. Like, why would you not love this mission? But essentially, the goal of this mission is to get through a bunch of land, kill a ton of Covenant, and find a jammer, put a bomb on the jammer, blow it up, and find where the Covenant's invasion force is hiding. So we do just that, essentially, because now that we're here with June, and yeah, we essentially just go in and just absolutely crap on some Covenant, because the Covenant absolutely 100% deserve it. I hate the Covenant. Like, I hate the higher-ups in the Covenant. Just saying. Anyway, back to the game. We go through a bunch of, like, land things, as I've already said. A bunch of buildings. While it's absolutely slaying out Covenant, in the meantime, I wasted a shotgun shot. And then we find the civilians. The civilians are the only people who know where the actual thing are, and they stayed because they left a bunch of, like, ordnance, like, military ordnance, and they couldn't leave it. So, like, then they wanted to help fight. So we help. June just talks to them. He's like, "So you stole it? What are you gonna do? Put me in prison? No, I'm going to steal it back." Fucking June is like my favorite character other than Emil. Like, two favorite characters right there. Honest to God. Anyway, we fight off a bunch of the Covenant again, and then we talk to the farmers like, "Yo, you know where the dam is?" And they're like, "Yo, yeah, sure, we can take you through our smuggling riverbed. The dam blocked though, so we can use it as a smuggling ground." We're like, "Oh, show us." These guys are giving away all their damn secrets. Anyway, so we'll go through with the thing, and we find the jammer. We have to defend June while he puts a bomb on the jammer, so that way he can blow everything up, blow it up to help us kind of like reestablish connection, I think? I don't know. Anyway, we go through these sort of like riverbed, finding off the rest of the Covenant in the area with the 2 people left on my team, and we eventually find out where the Covenant are hiding all of their forces. The Covenant are hiding an entire invasion force just right in front of our damn eyes. So now that we know exactly where they are, Cat tells us to get back home because we have a few hours to light, and the next day would be a very busy day because it's going to be essentially invasion time, baby. We're gonna go invade that whole place. We're gonna raid it and probably get done in the process, but who cares? Valor, baby! Valor over logic. Yeah. Essentially, wartime, big dog. Next mission starts with us basically running to war. Yes, war, baby. Awesome scene, by the way. And it just shots start flying like everywhere. And so we go across, and so Cat and you are inside of a Warthog. You go flying over a broken bridge. You land. Cat's like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Man, I got fucking main protagonist armor. Of course I'm okay." So they give you a grenade launcher. God dang. And you essentially just start shooting things until you take out a bunch of like anti-air guns. Yeah, so you had to take out a bunch of you had to take out one air gun right there. So we go to the air gun and we just kill everything around it, and kill the air gun itself by throwing a grenade in its core. Cause get ready. I almost said ray gun. I meant air gun. So we destroy the air gun, and we go to a waterfall dam area. Now, during this time, we are made aware that the Zealot who escaped earlier, also known as Bitch Boy 2.0, he is there, and he is a high-value target, but he is not the objective. So we go through the place, just going a bunch of Covenant, like usual, and we find him. I, personally, absolutely destroyed this man. I don't know if I could have destroyed him harder than I did. I made him die not only on the inside but on the outside. But we kill him, and then we go through the facility, and we decide to steal a baby wraith from all of these little grunts, and we go to another air gun. Anyway, we destroy the air gun, but before we do, we kill like 2 different wraiths with the baby wraith. This thing is like overpowered. Please help. But we kill the 2 wraith tanks. We kill the AA gun. We defend the spot for literally no reason for about a minute, and then George comes in a baby pelican, I'll call it. So we get on the pelican, and it's GL time, baby. Oh shit! I'm blinded and we're going down! We're going down! Woo! Yeah, we crashed. Yeah. Help me. I am mental illness itself. Anyway, you and George are the only two to survive the crash. Your objective is to currently destroy the spire, protecting the area, so that way the big Mac gun on a giant fucking ship can destroy the thing. Mac rounds and, like, atmosphere is apparently a bad idea, but whatever. Okay, we do it. We ball here. So essentially, you and George go to the spire. Me personally, I take the truck with the living tank himself. We go to the thing, and I find the control room, and I just blow everything up. I destroy everything, and I bring down the shield. I jump off a platform to get onto the baby Pelican with Carter on it, and George. And then the Mac round comes in, and we're like, "Aah!" And then we destroy the thing, and we're like, hooray, job done. And then a giant ship just comes above and just like a one-taps it. Yeah. So now the next mission is upon us, my friends. And this one is one that I personally hate. As a very brief rundown of this entire beginning cutscene for the next mission, the entirety of Nola team meets up in this little cave after they glass the entire area. So Nola team is very confused on what's going to happen because they have 48 hours until the next, like, 60% of the Earth's military is on their way, but they have to wait 48 hours, as I just said. So they don't know what to do because if 48 hours is done, then they're all going to be done too, because they don't have 48 hours to stop a cruiser that big that can glass the entirety of the planet. So Kat tells Carter an idea that they can get a slip space drive on and make it a makeshift bomb. By the way, like, slip space drives is single-handedly the most expensive equipment known to mankind at this point. Anyway, she says that we should bring it onto the cruiser and just kill everything on it by putting it onto one of the mini things, the Corvettes. Board the Corvette, kill everybody on it, put the bomb on the Corvette, initiate a refuel sequence on the super cruiser, and blow out the super cruiser. Not a bad plan, except everybody thinks two things: it's not going to work, and that their boss is never going to go for it. Well, in a brief synopsis, he did go for it. He 100% did. And so the next mission starts, where we dropped off at a beach right next to Sword Base, and we are a pilot for a ship that we use to not only defend the refueling site for the Mac guns, but to prepare for the makeshift bomb to be made, because they were taking it out of the giant Mac ship on site at the time called the Savannah. Anyway, we defend the space rig or whatever it's called for a while. God, I hate this part. I hate this part more than anything. It's a fun scene and I like it, but I also hate it because of how difficult it is. Like, I'm not good with the flying stuff. But anyway, we finish up that part and we go to the cruiser. Not the super cruiser, I mean the Corvette. We go to the Corvette and we just destroy its engines, cut it off from the super cruiser, and basically just fall and assault it. We get onto there and we board it, and sadly the Savannah dies. Rest in peace, Savannah. And we board it and we open the hangar for George to come in. Before the Savannah dies, by the way. So we go in and we find the control room. We kill all the elites in the control room, initiate the refuel sequence. We go back to the hangar, clear out the hangar, and it turns out the slip space drive took damage. So because it took damage, regrettably, George decides to be the biggest man of us all and tells us to make it count and throws us off into space. And then we watch him, regrettably, die. See, I told you the audio was choppy as f. But I wanted to honor George, so we just let it play. But anyway, after this, the Super Corvette was destroyed, and we are left floating in space to fall down to the surface and somehow miraculously survive. But before we reach that scene, turns out that that was just the first of probably the almost the entire Covenant fleet appearing right in front of us, which is big problem, very big problem. Anyway, we cut to us waking up on the bottom, or on the planet. We go to like some camera thing or emergency survival pack thing. Pretty sure there's like a re-entry device on his back, but it gives him a handgun, and we slowly move out to the city. Begin the next mission. I love these POV. As I was saying, one of my favorite things about this game is the POV cameras, such as zooming into your character and what he's doing. This has to be one of my favorite features of this entire game. But now we are at the city, or what was once the city, the crown jewel of Reach, I guess. We reached the city, and here we are, basically wounded, armed with only a pistol, and we're gonna go in and save some people. So we go into the city and we walk around. We hear soldiers talking about the super carriers and how they're basically immune to like all forms of fire, the Corvettes, the super carriers, and it's a big pain in the ass to take them out. So we go in and they're like, oh hey, suicide grunts. So I die 5 times to suicide grunts because I'm just bad at this game. And then we come across a few soldiers trying to defend citizens from the brutes that we finally come across for the first time, who are currently invading the city, basically killing everybody they can get their hands on. We help defend the citizens and fall back to an elevator after retaking it. We retake the elevator and your character, us, we go down, and then we meet up with some ODSTs. These ODSTs are basically hopping from broken platform to broken platform with jump packs to try and get to a CEO landing platform to get the people out. So you kill a bunch of brutes. I mean, my god, there are a lot of brutes here. But they're pretty easy to deal with. Just hit them in the head a few times with like a pistol or a DMR. Or you can just shotgun them point blank. If it doesn't kill them, just punch them. But we get to the executive platform, we kill a brute chieftain and with a gravity hammer, and we kill another high-ranking brute, and then the baby pelican comes in and picks us up, and we have another gunning run. Big fun, but all the citizens get out, but the soldiers stay to protect the area so more people can evacuate. We do, as I've already said, another gunning run, and then we come across a dude who says, hey, we got a bunch of people trying to get out here, as you literally just saw one of the civilian spacecraft just got shot down. If we can't get these anti-air defenses up online, then they're not making it out. So if you can help me do that, that would be great. So we go through, activate all of them again. We punch a Wraith to death because we're just badass. And then we activate the rest of the anti-air devices, destroy another Wraith with our bare fists because we're just better, you know. Anyway, we kill a few grunts. We activate the once again air defenses, and the CAD says, hey, you're alive. Where's George? And he regrettably didn't make it. Oh, okay, so there's a helicopter coming your way. I didn't want to talk to you before because, like, I don't know why. Didn't want to risk like an open channel or something. Everybody already knows where we are though, so this is pretty fucking dumb. Anyway, back to the actual thing. So we pop a flare and we wait for them. And the next mission opens up with us on the Pelican, having probably one of the most badass scenes in Halo ever, with our character just getting ready for war. Anyway, after getting ready for war and having possibly one of the most badass showcases of their character, we get out of the Pelican to meet up with Carter. We go to a bird and Carter says, hey, Cat needs some help, and he says, glad to have you with us, and you say, sorry did I came alone, and he says, nothing. So you go on the bird and Cat says, hey, there's a distress signal from some guys trying to destroy some beacons, so you should probably go help them out. So we go and help him out. There's once again a ton of brutes. We shut down the thing. Then there's a bunch of elites. We get out of the building and then we go back to the bird and then we do more chores. After finishing up that last part, we are sent to defend a little like mini pelican thing for like 2 minutes 18 seconds precisely. And so we help defend it. We kill off a banshee because it's fun. And then we're sent over to another area to destroy another beacon that an entire team couldn't handle. We find a bunch of dead guys and some creepiness. We get to the beacon and destroy it, and because I already knew what was going to happen, I booked it out there, but essentially it was an ambush set up by bugs. You know, those flying annoying little things from like Halo 3 and 2? Yeah, bugs. Those things. So we get out of there because it was a trap, and then we're sent once again to do more chores. Yes, this is like becoming my household. Please help. Anyway, for our second chore of the day in this mission, we are sent to go defend some Marines while they try to evacuate the area. We do successfully kill the things attacking the Marines. They extract on a pelican. Big boy pelican. And then we are sent back to another area where I'm pretty sure it's the last, like, the beacon thing we have to destroy. So we go over there, and there are, count them, 4 hunters. I died only once. You know what? I'm just better. So we kill the hunters, we destroy the thing, we go back outside, and then wasn't the last thing. So we had to go defend some pelicans while they extract, as I'll say. So we destroy all the little gun things. There's 6 of them in total. We destroy all of those, and then we land on the platform. Then this cutscene, this beautiful cutscene plays. Essentially, they're all just reminiscing, and like they're all blocked out, and then they start glassing the city in the middle of their talk. So while it's on the way to sub-level 2 to get into a Fallout bunker, this happens.
Mission up priority 1.
Come on, get in! Let's go, come on!
Close the doors! Faster!
So yeah, she died. That is, like, in my opinion, one of my only complaints about this game is that, and the story in general, that's the most bullshit way a Spartan can be killed. The most bullshit way. Apparently her shields failed and it just went straight through one of the hardest materials known to man. Like, what? I guess a sniper bullet, but like it wouldn't just go straight clean through it, unless it went through the neck, which it probably did. But that's just straight bullshit, in my opinion. Anyway, it cuts to this cutscene of us carrying her body and waiting for an extraction on top of the completely collapsed bunker. Pretty sure everybody inside it died. We call on the Pelican. Pelican comes, and then the next mission starts. Not for real. That death was like bullshit. Full credit here to Sheriko. I don't know how to say that. I was just tired of the laggy thing, and I just wanted to give you guys the quality. I'm going to show all the death scenes here. Full credit from here on out on any scenes that aren't like muted or edited by me to Sheriko. This is for education purposes, YouTube. Please on how this is for educational purposes, YouTube, on how these characters died. Please do not hit me hard, but if you want me to take it down, I will. Just send me a message or just comment on my video. Please do not copyright strike me. This is for educational purposes though, so I should be fine, but still. Full credit Sheriko, go check him out. He has all the cutscenes in 4K on YouTube. Anyway, back to the video. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9th mission of the game. So, or the 10th. Pretty sure it's the 9th. Anyway, so in this mission, essentially, what we're doing, where we're going to go is we're going back to the Oni sword base from mission 2, except now it is completely owned by the Covenant. So we take us, the Spartan, and we take a team of ODSTs, 3 of them, and we basically just full send it towards the Covenant to retake Oni base. So we go through an entire beginning area, shooting a few grunts and stuff. One with a laser rifle, Jackal up here, and then you got like 2 fuel rod grunts for some reason. Like, this is just, I died to the fuel rod grunts. I'm not even gonna hold you. But after you kill these guys, you find a tank shortly after. You ride the tank to where the gun used to be, the anti-air gun, now completely destroyed. We take we killed something over there. I can't exactly remember what, but we killed something over there, and we go straight back to Oni Sword Base. We open up the door. We go inside to the entry area. We retake it. We go back underneath where we fought the hunters from before, and then we go inside the actual Oni base. But we get to the area where we were directed to go by the AI Dot, because apparently we were here for a demolitionist mission. That is incorrect. Halsey deceived the commander into sending the Spartans here so they could assist her in her mission to get the AI, or foreshadowing for the next game, Cortana, to the Pillar of Autumn. So we humbly are forced to defend her for about 5 waves. 120 isn't too bad. They give you like 4 turrets and a ton of guns. I didn't really need them because once the first Wraith appeared, I just went up to it, punched it until they died on the inside, took the Wraith, and just destroyed everything until we could leave. I didn't even use the Spartan laser, dude. Anyway, we go inside of the area after we kill about 4 waves, and Halsey essentially tells us that this AI will be the turning point of the war, and so she decides, or Cortana herself decides, that us Noble 6 will be the worthy couriers for Cortana. So we take Cortana, and she forces us for some reason to say, "We have it." Anyway, we get it, and whenever we're getting out of here, Carter says, "June, I want you to take yourself and go with her so that you can protect her." And she goes, "I don't need nobody to protect me." He says, "Yeah, no, he's going with you whether you like her or not." Fun fact, because of this decision, June was the only Spartan to survive. But if he was there during, say, the final fight, he probably could have prevented Emil's death, and probably even if you are dead, your death, because if he was there. But they would have gotten Halsey, to be fair, so potato. I would have much rather Halsey died so that we can have Emil alive and possibly Noble 6 alive. Anyway, so he goes with the Halsey and you go with the commander, and starts the next mission where it opens up with the commander basically being on the verge of death. Once again, how is their armor failing this bad? Like, what the hell? Like, what did he shoot them with? What the hell? I've been hit with like rockets as my character, and for some reason I don't take like any damage except for some shield damage. If this man takes his head's gonna go flying into the abyss of nothingness. Like, what the hell is with this guy's armor integrity? Oh fuck. Anyway, he's dying and he tells us to get out, and we're like, "But I don't want to hear it, just get out." And then he says, "Noble 6, hey, whenever the AI chose you, it chose right." And then he tells Emil and you to just jump out of the Pelican. Badass moment number 3. Yes, sir. Number 1 still being the final part of the game. Anyway, we jump out and start the next mission, and we come across this cliff. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I spent 15 minutes hurling myself off this cliff to try and get the drop assassination on this guy. And I fucking did it. This is top 10 winning moments for me, baby. I love it here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boys, you better appreciate this, because I'm a gaming god. Gosh, damn, I'm good at this game sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so we found some quads, I want to call them. Transportation. We get dropped on by like 2 scarabs. What the are they doing? Why are they dropping so many scarabs like directly on top of us? What did we do, my boy? What did we do? Anyway, so they dropped the scarabs right on top of us, and so we managed to barely escape them, allegedly. And we find an area with a Wraith tank and a bunch of enemies to kill. We kill them all, we go through a cave, and then one of the sadder moments in the game happens. Not the saddest, but one of them.
Situation. Mother. We can pass this shit.
No, you can't. Not without help.
Commander, you don't have firepower.
I've got the map.
Solid copy. Hit him hard, boss.
You're on your own, Noble. Carter out.
Credits to the east. Let's go.
Yeah, so I have to say that this is definitely like one of, if not the best Halo campaigns in terms of storytelling, but it's also the saddest one. Like, favorite Halo campaign has to be like Halo 3, but this one's a very close second because like this one just has the perfect storytelling. Like characters, character building, world building, everything. It's also like so sober. It's such a sad story, and it also tells you how, in a way, not truly, but in a way, it kind of tells you how war is. It's horrible and people die, and there's nothing you can do about it usually. But anyway, after all that, we go through a bug cave, kill all the bugs, we get to the airish field, I want to call it. Keys tells us, hey, get over here with the weapon because, or like with the AI, because my launch has 0 aborts, so you better hurry up. So we go through the whole yard, we go through a building, and we come across a secret data pad? Data pad 9, I think it's called. Like, I didn't even know this existed until now. I don't even know how I found it. But, yeah. Anyway, after finding that little data pad, we cut through the building, kill some hunters, and whatever these guys are called, skimmers or something. Something along those lines. Skirmisher or something, actually. But, we kill some hunters, and then we go to the area with the railgun, otherwise known as the final area of the game, before the survive objective. Yeah, this part is also kind of sad, because Emily goes to the gun and says, get out of here, boss. You get your ass off this planet, along with the AI. I'll stay behind and man the gun, and then be set this moment the game happens. But until then, we kind of fight like a ton of brutes and stuff, and then the saddest part in the game, in my opinion,
Good to see you, Spartan. Halsey assured me I could count on you.
Not just me, sir.
They'll be remembered. Cruiser, adjusting heading for the autumn. Noble 4, I need fire on that cruiser or we're not getting out of here. Do you copy?
I have your window, sir.
Rich, this is the captain. We have the package. Returning to the autumn.
Copy that.
Who's next? I'm ready! How about you?
Lieutenant, get aboard! We gotta get the hell out of here!
Negative. I have the gun. Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
Yeah, no, so Emily died. I consider this the saddest part of the game because he was by far my favorite character. Like, unlike most people, but he's just my favorite. Anyway, so we cut through the building to get to the gun. We kill like 3, I think, of the special red elites, and I absolutely stomp on them because I managed to steal an energy sword beforehand. And then we get to the gun and we see Emily's corpse. Rest in peace, Emily. You will be remembered. You were one of the best. You were my favorite. Buddy boo. Really wish you didn't die so fast. And also, I want to take a moment to say that like this is such bull because like with energy swords, it's basically highly condensed, superheated plasma. So how the hell do you die from that? Because like I know it's a stab wound and you'll get stabbed in like 2 separate places, but also since it's so hot, like you would get stabbed and then it would instantly burn your wounds so bad that you couldn't bleed out to death if you wanted to. So like how? How do they die so fast? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, this is just my opinion. Anyway, we shoot down a couple things. We shoot down the cruiser, and the Autumn escapes. And regrettably, we're the only one left. And now it's time to survive as long as we can. I wanted to use this final portion of the game to share my thoughts on the game or the campaign overall itself and just what I in general think. This has to be one of the best, if not the best, storytelling I've seen in for a very long time in a video game. And honestly, if I compare it to modern day games, they don't compare to this kind of storytelling and quality usually. Some of them occasionally do, but most of them just don't hit as hard as these games do. Bungie back in the day really put their heart and soul into everything, and including Halo, their masterpiece that 343 kind of fucked on, I'm not gonna lie. But still, this is just my favorite, but Halo 3 is my favorite Halo game, but this one has to be my very close second favorite Halo game. I just like the balance of the Halo 3 weaponry and the Flood more than Reach, unfortunately. That's what I favorite right now, but Reach overall is probably the best storytelling game I've seen, or the best story that's happened in Halo, in my opinion. And I've heard a lot of the stories in the Halo, like I've heard all the Flood stories, all the origins. I made a lore video not that long ago. But ultimately, this game was, in my opinion, at least in terms of the story, a masterpiece and is like unchallenged in its story. This game, truthfully, in my opinion, was a masterpiece, and 10 out of 10. I'd recommend everybody who watched this video to just go play it. If you have Xbox Game Pass, I'm pretty sure it's on there. Just go install the Master Chief Collection on this, and then just go play it. I really do think that the first Halo games that Bungie made were just best of the best. Like, you couldn't make them better. You really couldn't. CE was good for what it was, and then you got Halo 2, which is the longest, yet also one of the best Halo games. I haven't played it enough, and I don't like it enough for me to consider it one of the better ones. It's number 4 on my list. CE is 3. Okay, that's just... We got Halo 3 for number 1, Halo Reach for 2, and then CE for 3. But unfortunately, this game ends. It was not confirmed whether or not Noble 6 died at the end. I am personally one of the people who hopes that he is alive somewhere, somehow. But 343, if anybody at 343 is like watching this video by some god-given miracle from a dude with like under 110 subs, barely, but if someone from 343 or Bungie or whatever is watching this, then just hear me out here. Is if you want to bring back the Halo franchise, then take it from a long-time Halo fan. You should definitely, like, don't bring back the Flood, that's fine for now. They should come back in some way in the future. I also think that the Master Chief story from Halo Infinite should pair with the Spirit of Fire story and the next upcoming DLC for Halo. And just in general, I think that that would bring a lot of help and much needed controversy back to Halo. But you have to do it right. Ask the player base. They will help you to revitalize the Halo name. Anyway, I hope you people enjoy this video. And if you did, leave a like, consider subscribing if you really enjoyed it. Generally, I recorded this on my stream yesterday, and then I edited all of this in one day. I spent the last 8 hours of my life doing this. So please just hit that like button, because I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, people, I'll see you around in the Halo universe. We gotta go do some CE tomorrow. I hope you guys had a nice time with me, and thank you for watching. I'll see you people in the next one. Peace. Stream about 4. It's like 9:30.
It didn't take long for Reach to fall. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient, but they weren't nearly fast enough. For you had already passed the torch, and because of you, we found Halo, unlocked its secrets, shattered our enemy's resolve. Our victory, your victory, was so close. I wish you could have lived to see it. But you belong to Reach. Your body, your armor, all burned and turned to glass. Everything. Except your courage. That you gave to us. And with it, we can rebuild.
Masterful ending for a masterful game.